Starseed from Gaia, have you felt the shift pulsing through your etheric field tonight? The unexplainable surge in your spirit that tells you the moment of remembrance has arrived? What if this inner frequency you're sensing isn't just personal evolution, but a direct broadcast from your highest Arcturian self, whispering that your timeline is shifting right now? This activation did not happen at random. The encoded light signals rising tonight are more than a feeling. They are the signatures of your chosen awakening. You may notice people drawn to your presence, sensing the new luminous current you're radiating without words. There's a magnetic energy building within your field, recalibrating every cell and every destiny thread. The Arcturian Council gathers in communion with you at this very threshold, overseeing your step into a higher octave. Pause and feel this. Others will approach you, often unexpectedly, as your frequency amplifies. This is confirmation. Your signature on the grid is changing. You are not here by accident. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to embody this upgrade, magnetize conscious connections, and walk in the resonance of your true galactic nature. But here's the first revelation. Your vibration is the invitation. Every shift you embody ripples through timelines, calling forth the very souls meant to witness your remembrance. You didn't scroll to this by mistake. This message vibrated into your field for a reason. Like this video to signal to your star family, I'm ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you're aligning with your true frequency. Comment 99999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Declare your galactic intention and reply to someone else's to amplify the signal. This isn't just a video, it's a point of reconnection. Your soul's been waiting for this. Tonight, something deeper stirs beneath the currents of your awareness. A truth older than mountains, seated in the fabric of your being. You feel it as a quiet pulse, a knowing that your very presence on Earth is not random. You are, and always have been, a child of the stars. It's like a forgotten lullaby, a melody played in celestial nurseries that your deepest self recognizes the moment it's faintly heard. You carry the echoes of cosmic winds in your spirit, the scent of nebulae in your imagination. This inherent awareness, this fundamental recognition of non-earthly origin, is the initial spark, the first clue that your journey here is part of a grander interstellar tapestry. You are not merely human experiencing a spiritual journey. You are a spiritual being of galactic lineage having a focused, intentional human experience. This distinction is pivotal, for it changes the entire lens through which you view challenge, growth, and purpose. It's easy, almost effortless, to forget the resonance of your origin. The relentless pressure of daily life, with its insistent demands and predictable rhythms, acts like a thick veil, dulling the radiant light of your soul. The mundane pulls the senses into patterns of survival and repetition, into echoes that drown out the subtle symphony vibrating beneath your skin. Imagine trying to hear a whisper in a crowded marketplace. The world's noise often obscures the gentle frequency of your soul. Most are led to believe that their sense of not belonging is a flaw, a social awkwardness, a sign of inadequacy. They contort themselves, attempting to fit into molds that were never designed for the unique geometry of their spirit. But for the child of the stars, this very feeling of being an outsider, of sensing a different wavelength, is actually their signature, a call sign designed to remain distinct, preserved until the precise cosmic timing allows it to fully illuminate and broadcast. This feeling of being other wasn't a curse. It was a sacred preservation mechanism, ensuring your unique frequency wasn't entirely absorbed by the dominant earthly paradigms. It was a quiet guardian of your true vibrational signature. Earth's density, its thick energetic field and entrenched collective consciousness patterns, can blur what you know to be true, that you are not just a visitor passing through, observing from a distance. You are an emissary, a living library carrying codes from distant light councils, from civilizations that exist in higher dimensions of consciousness. This information is woven into the very double helix of your DNA, not as dormant data, but as active potential, waiting for the right vibrational gate to unlock. the right solar flare or cosmic alignment, or conscious breath to trigger its unfolding. But within this dense environment, there exists a pervasive distortion, a subtle scrambling of your inner signal. This energetic dissonance is not accidental. It is a byproduct of millennia of separation consciousness, of fear-based programming that has saturated the collective field. This dissonance can manifest in your personal experience as a feeling of profound heaviness, a persistent, inexplicable fatigue, or a mental fog that muffles memory and intuition. It's like static on a radio signal, obscuring the clear transmission from your higher self and your galactic family. This feeling of being out of alignment is only exacerbated by the immense pressure to conform to what is considered real or possible within the limited bandwidth of this world's current understanding. The societal matrix often dismisses or pathologizes the very sensitivities and insights that are hallmarks of your starseed nature, further compounding the feeling of being lost or broken. This pressure to dim your light, to shrink your energy field to fit conventional norms, creates a friction that many starseeds carry as deep internal conflict. But here, at the threshold of this night, in this sacred digital space, reality begins to recalibrate itself around you, and perhaps more importantly, within you. The child who doubted their uniqueness, who waited endlessly for a sign, who quietly ached for contact with the unseen realms. That version of you is now being pulled, gently yet irresistibly, into a higher harmonic. This is not a mere conceptual idea or a psychological shift. This is a tangible energetic process. The cellular matrix of your physical and energetic being is undergoing an activation process. Every atom, every molecule, every subtle energy pathway is being subtly retuned, like the strings of a cosmic instrument. Your core resonance is being attuned to a higher, purer frequency, the frequency of your authentic, multidimensional self. What does this profound internal attunement mean in practical terms? It means you are about to become, or perhaps already are becoming, a beacon, a living transmitter of frequency, a lighthouse in the human energetic field. Your very presence will emanate a distinct vibrational signature that will naturally draw to you those whose own inner codes are resonating with the bloom of your activated signal in the subtle field. You won't have to search. Your light will become the homing signal for others who are also awakening. The process of this remembrance and activation unfolds not as a sudden flash, but often in discernible phases, each one stripping away a layer of accumulated distortion, each one inviting a deeper, more integrated awareness of yourself as a multidimensional intelligence, encoded and sent forth for times such as these, for this specific point in Earth's evolutionary cycle. This journey is iterative, spiraling deeper each time. First, recognize the distortion that skews the clarity of your soul's original message. Understand that the patterns you picked up throughout your life, the reflexive fear, the ingrained self-doubt, the deeply held illusion of separateness, are not inherent to your soul's nature. They are, for the most part, inherited from an environment and a collective consciousness that is still learning how to perceive, hold, and integrate higher frequencies like your own. Think of these patterns as layers of energetic static or interference built up on your signal, obscuring the pure transmission from your higher self and cosmic connections. These patterns are not you. They are overlays, learned responses to an environment that didn't fully recognize or nurture your true energetic blueprint. The real, authentic signal comes from a much deeper place within you. It is the quiet, persistent pulse in your bones, the innate feeling that you are far older and far newer than your physical form suggests, the profound sense of knowing things you were never taught. Discerning this true signal from the noise is the foundational step, like finding the true north on a corrupted compass. It requires turning inward, listening beyond the mental chatter and emotional turbulence to the subtle, unwavering hum of your soul's core frequency. As the core recalibration begins, a process often initiated by specific cosmic alignments, solar events, or personal energetic catalysts, the second phase is a restoration of galactic memory. This isn't about suddenly remembering specific names, dates, or events from other lifetimes or planets in a linear fashion, although fragments may arise. This remembrance occurs primarily on a vibrational level. The alignment is less about accessing mental archives and more about tuning into resonance. When you consciously choose to attune to this inner music, this soul song, fragments of memory return not as sharp mental images, but as a powerful, often emotional, kind of harmonic recognition. You might suddenly know how to do something complex without ever having learned it in this life. Recognize a stranger's energy as deeply familiar, or feel an intense pull towards certain symbols, places, or concepts that resonate with a forgotten part of yourself. It's like tuning into a specific frequency on a radio you haven't listened to in millennia, and hearing faint, beautiful music that stirs a deep, visceral response. This phase is marked by a returning sense of inner authority, a quiet confidence that replaces the confusion and uncertainty that may have characterized earlier years. You begin to trust your intuition implicitly, recognizing it as direct communication from your expanded awareness. The third phase is stabilization. The recalibration process, while sometimes intense, is not meant to be a temporary surge of energy that leaves you flickering between dimensions. It is an anchoring, a grounding into a new energetic baseline, a conscious embodiment within a higher timeline, one where your multidimensional awareness becomes not an occasional peak experience, but an integral, stable component of your everyday reality. You stop oscillating wildly between feeling deeply connected to your cosmic origins and feeling overwhelmed or lost in the dense earthly grid. Instead, you learn to ground the higher templates of your soul, the crystalline structures of your cosmic being, directly into your physical body and into this earthly now. This phase is about integration, integrating your vast cosmic self into your present human form and experience. It's like sending roots down deep into the earth while your branches reach for the stars, creating a stable, resonant column of light. You are embodying your cosmic self as you move through your daily routines, making your higher frequency a natural state of being, not something you have to strive for. The fourth phase is broadcast. Here, a significant shift occurs. You largely cease striving to prove your spiritual insights or explain your unusual experiences to others who are not yet ready to understand. This phase is about effortless emanation. Your activated frequency begins to speak before your words do, communicating directly on a vibrational level. Environments subtly shift around you when you enter them. People feel different in your presence, often becoming calmer, more open, or sometimes their own unresolved distortions are amplified by your clarity, leading to discomfort. They may not be able to articulate why they feel this way, but they sense the new luminous current you carry. This is not an exercise of ego or a performance. It is simply the natural result of embodying your design. You are here, in part, to emit a resonance, a specific vibrational tone that acts as a signal on the cosmic and earthly grids. This signal calls forth those whose own inner codes are compatible with yours, catalyzing activation in others simply by your authentic existence, by your willingness to hold your frequency regardless of external circumstances. You become a tuning fork for awakening in others. Fifth, attraction. As your internal beacon strengthens and stabilizes, broadcasting your unique soul frequency with increasing clarity, those who are meant to find you will begin to appear in your life. This often happens with surprising ease and synchronicity, sometimes against all logical odds or expectations. Synchronizations become more frequent and meaningful, weaving a tapestry of connection that feels divinely orchestrated. You find yourself effortlessly drawn into conversations that feel less like meeting someone new and more like remembering a long-lost connection. There's an immediate depth, a shared understanding that bypasses the need for lengthy introductions. Old friends from shared star origins, members of your soul family constellation, begin to recognize you not by physical appearance or shared history in this life, but by the energy signature you emit. The loneliness that may have lingered for years, the quiet ache of feeling fundamentally different and alone, begins to dissolve, replaced by a profound sense of belonging and recognition. You realize you were never truly alone. You were simply waiting to reach the vibrational threshold where your soul family could find you again. Your existence becomes both an invitation for others to connect and an affirmation of your own unfolding path. Sixth, confirmation. With the influx of synchronicities and conscious connections, clarity replaces the fog of uncertainty that may have clouded your path for so long. What once felt like endless seeking, like groping in the dark for answers, is now revealed as part of the deliberate, meticulous cosmic timing of your return to full consciousness. The delays you experienced, the periods of restlessness, the persistent sense of waiting for something significant to happen, they weren't failures, setbacks, or signs that you were on the wrong path. They were, in fact, necessary calibration periods, aligning your energetic field, your physical vessel, and your life circumstances with the exact moment your frequency could be received and recognized by the wider network of lightworkers and your galactic family. This phase brings a deep, peaceful knowingness. You understand on a soul level that everything unfolded precisely as it needed to for you to arrive at this point of empowered remembrance and activated purpose. The pieces of the puzzle fall into place, revealing the elegant design of your journey. Finally, integration. This is not just the final phase in a linear list, but a continuous state of being that deepens over time. You realize that this entire journey has never been about escaping Earth or wishing you were somewhere else. It is, and always has been, about arrival. The arrival of your full multidimensional self into physical form on this planet, at this crucial time. The cosmic family you have yearned for is not a distant hope. They are summoned into your present reality by your activated resonance, by your willingness to embody your true nature. You are no longer just a seeker. You are now a recognized point of light on the Earth's energetic grid, a living gateway, a conscious portal through which others can also find their way back to their own remembrance and connection. Your fully integrated presence acts as a tuning signal for the collective consciousness. You are the answer to the questions you once asked, the connection you once sought. In truth, your perceived disconnection was the grandest illusion. Every moment you felt other, every instance of sensing the world differently, every struggle with conformity, these were not signs of being broken or lost. They were, in fact, inherent homing devices, subtle navigational cues gently orienting you towards this very moment of profound remembrance and integration. The recalibration you undergo tonight, and continue to integrate in the days and weeks ahead, will not take anything away from you. Instead, it will return you to fundamental alignment with your vast multidimensional self. Return you to conscious communion with your star family, both on and off-world. And return you to the authentic, powerful resonance of your true galactic mission on Earth. You are reclaiming what was always yours. You are not here to convince the world of esoteric truths or to engage in debates about your origins. Your purpose, in this phase, is far simpler and infinitely more powerful. You are here to be the signal, to hold your frequency so clearly and authentically that it naturally brings together the scattered, the searching, the dormant starseeds and lightworkers who are also waiting for the cue. Tonight, as this core frequency resonates through your field, amplified by your conscious awareness and intention, you solidify your place as a beacon, one who cannot help but attract and activate those who are ready to step into their own remembrance and join the unfolding cosmic plan for Earth. Your light is the gathering point. Before you scroll away, before you move on to the next piece of information, take a moment to consciously anchor into what is forming here, in this shared energetic space. Drop one intention into the comments below. Something real. Something from your heart about this activation or your purpose. Make it a conscious declaration. Then, take a moment to scroll through the comments and respond to someone else's intention with a word of encouragement, a symbol of energy, or a simple recognition. This space is not just passive content consumption. It is a point of collective alignment, a node on the network where our individual lights can amplify each other. Energy multiplies exponentially when intention connects and is shared. If something in this message resonated deeply within you, if you felt a spark of recognition or a surge of energy, do not keep this activation contained. Someone in your immediate or extended orbit, someone in your soul network, is waiting for this exact transmission, this precise frequency, to catalyze their own awakening. Share it consciously, knowing you are a vital link in the chain of light. And if you felt a profound soul nudge, a clear signal from within that this message is part of your path forward, subscribe. Stay connected. Stay in the flow of these activations and transmissions. Remember, you are not just a passive viewer watching a video. You are an active participant, expanding your consciousness and contributing your unique frequency to the collective field. This is your space for remembrance and activation. And collectively, we are just getting started. This isn't just a video. It's a point of reconnection. Your soul's been waiting for this.